Thyroid and Autoimmune Revival. I'm Naomi Suzanne from Naomi's Home Health, and I'm a holistic health coach who is an expert in thyroid and autoimmune healing. This content is where I share my journey from hypothyroidism to Hashimoto's to fully healed through natural healing options. So today we'll be talking about oxidative stress. Now, if you caught my podcast last week, you will know the root cause of thyroid and autoimmune disease. Oxidative stress is related to this because oxidative stress is one of the leading causes of most diseases that we have today. And you can go on to pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov, and search oxidative stress, and you will see all of the things that's related to cancer, autoimmune disease, aging, there's inflammation, a lot of diseases and issues in our body is related to oxidative stress. So this is why it's an important topic for you to understand. So what is oxidative stress? What does it even mean? It's an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in your body that leads to cell damage. So what are the free radicals? You probably may never heard of this, or you've heard these terms, but you don't know what any of them mean. So they are unstable molecules made during normal cell metabolism. So a chemical changes that take place in a cell. So they can build up in cells and cause damage to other molecules like DNA, lipids, proteins. It's a waste product of the cell. So when your cell metabolizes, when you eat some food and it goes into your cells metabolize that food and they give off free radicals. Now, antioxidants need to combat those free radicals. So that is how we have this balance of free radicals and antioxidants. But if you don't have the balance, you have too many free radicals, not enough antioxidants. This is what creates oxidative stress. So what are antioxidants? They prevent or slow the cell damage caused by free radicals. So they are basically free radical scavengers. Now, sources of free antioxidants are plants, basically plant food, whole foods, things like that. They are exogenous antioxidants. They are external, how we put antioxidants into our body. The body also produces antioxidants, which are endogenous antioxidants. So our body actually does produce its own antioxidants as well. And when we have this imbalance, like when we're sick, our body isn't producing those antioxidants effectively enough in our own body. So we have to give it a little bit of a help. So when we have this imbalance, it impacts the cell production in our body. It causes like a rust in our body as well. It's aging. It's an aging process in our body. What are some of the things that cause this oxidative stress, the free radical damage in our body? Food is one thing. Food that's sprayed with chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, processed food, soft drinks, soda, whatever you call it, energy drinks, all of the things that don't have natural antioxidants in them, that are chemically derived, those sorts of foods. Pollution, electromagnetic waves from your phone, microwave, all these devices that we have going on now. Your Fitbit that you've got on your wrist. Stress, excessive exercise. Athletes have more oxidative stress than a regular person because it creates oxidative stress in the body. Household chemicals, pharmaceuticals, all of these cause oxidative stress in the body because they are not natural occurring substances that our body would like to ingest and help combat these free radicals. So anything that's not natural causes oxidative stress in our body. So this is why taking excessive medication for your health is not actually helping your health in the long run. It may balance you out for a little while, but this is why you might start taking one pill for something, and then you need another pill to combat the side effects of that pill. And in the end, you end up on 10 different pills because your body doesn't want to take pills. So this is what we need to get through to people in society now, that you cannot rely on a pill. You have to make changes in your lifestyle. So it affects every cell, every organ in your body, your brain, your heart, your liver, absolutely everything. It ages the cells in your body as well. So all the wrinkles that you've got, this is oxidative stress. This is your body aging. It slows the aging. It speeds the aging process, I should say. Sorry. It attacks the oxidative stress attacks the central nervous system. Most diseases, as I said before, are triggered by oxidative stress in the body. So we want to try and reduce that. Now, we can eat foods rich in antioxidants, and we should eat foods rich in antioxidants. You should be consuming a lot of fruits and vegetables every day. But as we know, it's sprayed with a lot of chemicals. We should be eating organic as much as we can, but, there's pollution coming out of the sky, all sorts of things. So we should be definitely making changes to our diet to try and combat these free radicals in our body, but it's not always as simple as that. We need to reduce the toxins in our lifestyle, in our house. Stop spraying our body with perfume, spraying deodorant under our armpits where our lymphatic system, our detoxification pathways are. Stop cleaning our house with chemicals, all of these things. We need to reduce our stress. Stress causes excess adrenaline, which causes oxidative stress in the body. So reducing your stress is very, very important. There is one way we can reduce the oxidative stress by up to 40% in 30 days by activating our cellular NRF2 pathway. Our NRF2 pathway is our master detoxification pathway in our body. It depletes with age and chronic illness, so it starts to play less of a role when you're really unwell. So if you have an autoimmune disease or a thyroid issue or any chronic illness, your NRF2 pathway will not be working as good as it should. That's why a lot of people age really quickly when they are sick, because they don't have enough antioxidants in their body to combat the free radicals. So the NRF2 is a signaling pathway. It regulates the cellular defense against toxicity through the expression of genes involved in oxidative stress response. So it regulates inflammation and the antioxidant response. So this is why it's really important to activate the NRF2 pathway when you are sick, because it's depleted. It's not getting rid of the toxins that you're putting into your body, or that we have toxins going into our body every day without us even knowing. So the NRF2 pathway needs to be activated to actually start to work better, to help our body get rid of all these things that are causing the oxidative stress in our body. The more oxidative stress we have in our body, the sicker we're going to get, the more we are going to age, the more inflammation we are going to have in our body. So this NRF2 pathway can be activated with an NRF2 activation that is called Protandim, and it was developed by a man called Dr. Joe McCord. So he's a professor of medicine, biochemistry, biophysics, genetics, all these sorts of things he's worked in. And he discovered the enzyme superoxide dismutase, which eliminates the free radicals in your body. So he discovered this enzyme, and he discovered how to activate it in your body. So NRF2, which is one pill once a day, it's an activation. It's not a supplement. It doesn't do what a supplement does. When you put a supplement into your body, you put one antioxidant into your body. But when we put the NRF2 activation in there, it activates your body to create their own antioxidants. So as I said before, we have external antioxidants and we have internal antioxidants, which is what our body produces, the internal ones. So we want our body to start producing more of those internal antioxidants, which doesn't happen when your NRF2 pathway isn't working. So we use this NRF2 activation to activate that process in the body and get that NRF2 pathway working better. So it's going to affect all your genes, your DNA, all of these things. So the NRF2 activation that was developed by Dr. Joe McCord, I think it might have taken him 30 or 40 years to develop this. It contains green tea, milk thistle, bacopa, turmeric, and ashwagandha. Now, you've probably heard of all of those ingredients, and you possibly have taken all of those ingredients. I had taken all of those ingredients before. I don't think I took bacopa, but all of those ingredients have their own health benefits, right? Ashwagandha is great for the adrenals. We all know green tea has a lot of antioxidants. Turmeric, great for inflammation. So we have these ingredients that are super powerful on their own, but you combine them in certain quantities, they are 18 times more powerful than the sum of them combined by themselves. So you could go and take turmeric, you could go and buy all these 5 ingredients and take them, but you don't get the right quantity. This is why it took him a long time to develop this exact formula, because he needed the exact formula to reduce the oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Nothing else on the planet does that. You can go on to pubmed.gov. This is published medical studies website. You can go onto there and type in protandem, NRF2, and oxidative stress, and you will find that many published medical studies on this product. No other supplement on the planet has the same studies that this has. So this is super powerful, super amazing, and it helps get this NRF2 pathway working again. It helps your body start to detox properly, because, you know, we do all these cleanses and detoxes. You know, people go, oh, drink this and take that and take all these foods out for this many weeks. And that's great. We are supposed to do that, but sometimes we need a bit of help with our body kickstarting. We need the engine to get started, and NRF2 activation does that. So when we put in food into our body with antioxidants in them, mind you, we are combating one free radical with one antioxidant. So if we eat one blueberry, that is one antioxidant we are putting into our body. If you take one NRF2 activation, you are combating 1 million free radicals with one activation pill, one yellow pill once a day. That's all it is. This is why you can reduce your oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days with the activation, because you are reducing it so quickly by, you know, the 1 million free radicals with one pill. So you can't eat enough blueberries in a day to do the job that this NRF2 activation will do. Now, like I said, don't believe me. Go on to pubmed.gov and have a look. Don't go on to Google and Google reviews and all these things from other people. Go on to the published medical studies, because there are proper studies that are peer-reviewed on there. And there's nothing else on the planet that does this, nothing else that has the same level of studies. So go and have a look, see for yourself. This is what I took to change my health forever. I was already living a toxin-free lifestyle, or reduced my toxins as much as I could. I was eating lots and lots of plant-based meals. I was doing all the right things, stress reduction, all of that. And it was just taking a really long time, and I just couldn't get rid of these heart palpitations, and I couldn't drop any weight. And I think just my NRF2 pathway was so depleted that I really need a bit of a kickstart. I just needed something to fuel the fire to get me going. And this did that. This is the reason I recommend this, is because of what it did for me. If you can go onto my Facebook page, my YouTube, or whatever it is, and you look at photos of me prior to taking this and now what I look like, it's a big difference. The vitality in my face, just everything about what I look like. You can tell right behind my eyes, the difference in me is huge just from taking this one pill once a day. It changed my life, and this is why I recommend it. Like, if you had something that changed your life, surely you would tell everybody about it. I mean, you go to a really good restaurant and you tell people about it, right? Or you get a really good plumber or electrician, you tell people about them. This is the same thing. And for some reason, when it's health products, people are very skeptical, and that's fine. I understand that. But this is worth every single cent that you will ever spend on anything. I don't take other supplements. Every now and then, if there's something going on in my body, I will take something. It might be cat's claw I had plantar fasciitis at one stage. I took cat's claw, cayenne pepper, gone. Sometimes, you can take these things here and there, but I always take the best version of a supplement. But this never goes out of my day. It is, I take NRF2 and I take NRF1, but NRF2 is the pinnacle, right? I take that every day without fail because of what it did for me. And I've given it to other people, and other people like, oh my God, you've changed my life. So this is why I talk about this. And you need to learn about oxidative stress, whether you take NRF2 or not. You need to reduce the oxidative stress in your body, but you also really do need to activate the NRF2 pathway in your body, because this is where you're going to get your energy, because all this toxicity is slowing you down, giving you brain fog. You can't sleep. You can't lose weight because your NRF2 pathway is depleted and you can't get it back up and running, because it's so exhausting to go through a healing journey, to eat all the right foods, to do all the right things. So this is a very simple way of helping yourself do that. And this is why I'm explaining it to you. I could just talk about oxidative stress and have you go on your way. But I wanted to talk about this because there are people who genuinely want to heal and who want to use things that are going to help them. There's no point going to a pharmacy and getting a supplement. There's no point going to the local naturopath or whatever and getting every single one of those 5 ingredients that I mentioned and taking them all. One pill is so simple. Once a day, you can't forget it. If you would like to try Protandim, the link is in my bio. You can contact me on Facebook, Naomi Suzanne, or Naomi's Home Health. Contact me on TikTok, Thyroid and Autoimmune Revival. Message me any way you can if you want to try this product. Now, what they say is you have to give it 1 month for every 10 years of your life. So if you are 40, you should be giving it a minimum of 4 months. Just because, you know, people don't give things long enough. They'll take a supplement for a couple of weeks and go, I didn't feel a thing. Your body doesn't work like that. Your body does not heal overnight. It took a long time for your body to get into this state. So it's going to take a while for it to get back out of it. And if you are doing nothing else, if you aren't on a healing journey and you just want to take this, it may take you longer. That's the thing. It took me 2 months because I was already doing things and I was still doing things that was helping my healing anyway. So for me, 2 months I was 40 when I started taking it. I've been taking it for 5 years and I will never not take it. But I have a client and who's a good friend of mine. She doesn't mind me telling you this. She had pancreatitis. She was in the hospital really sick. They were pumping her full of drugs. And she's in her 50s now. And when she started taking Protandim, which she was very skeptical at first, but she'd seen the changes in me, she started taking Protandim and it changed everything in her as well. She now runs marathons at 54 years of age. So, and she swears that it comes down to Protandim NRF2 because she wasn't doing that before. She didn't feel as good before. She didn't have the vitality that she had before. So she is also someone who will never stop taking it. That's just one of the many people that I could tell you about. But I just wanted to tell you, because sometimes you just need a little bit of help with, you know, getting back on the right track and getting your body cleansed and detoxed. And it's really important. Detoxing is important, but how you do it is important. The body doesn't want to be pushed. It doesn't want to be flushed. It doesn't want, or, you know, enemas and all these things that flush things out. That is not how the body works. It wants you to facilitate the process that it already is doing in a gentle mode. Doesn't want you to get things and, you know, take 300 tablets and whatever else it is. It needs TLC, basically, just like we all do, the liver in particular. So oxidative stress is the major cause or trigger to most diseases that we have today. So this is why it's important for you to understand this podcast. Now, if this has resonated with you, please share it with people. Make sure you follow. Next podcast is going to be about reducing toxicity. So this is going to help with the oxidative stress as well. So do not miss the next episode. I think it's up to number 7 or 8. I've lost count. So make sure you share it with people, because we want to get the message out. Oxidative stress is in everybody's life. So it's not just for people who have thyroid and autoimmune disease. This is important for your children, for your grandchildren, for everybody, to reduce toxicity in their lives and to reduce the free radical damage that is happening in our body.